Oh, I should have used that other pan. I would have been able to make 2 on this pan. Dang, if I would have used this pan, I would be able to make 2 burgers. Let me switch the pan out. Nah. I've been tricked by a pan like that before. Nope. Been tricked by a pan like that before. What's up, y'all? Just putting together something to eat before I go back to playing the game. Y'all know we gamers, so we do what gamers do, you know? We still gonna bring y'all the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding, but, you know, like they said, stay in our lane, right? We're gonna let them have the gossip, the bullshit. Let them keep that shit, and we're gonna stay in our lane. Get back into just putting out knowledge, and wisdom, and gaming. Let them have their negative and bullshit and gossip. Hey, if they don't want to see the scammers, shit, why should we be mad that they get scammed? You know? If they don't care for the scammers, why should we care for the scammers, you know? They don't care that they getting scammed. They want us to be affected by them being scammed. That's not how that works. You know? You gotta care about yourself first. They don't care about themselves. Oh, somebody thought they was gonna set us up to look bad. That's what somebody thought. Somebody thought, oh, we got this. We can set him up to look bad. We can set him up to look like he's homeless and out on the streets and I'm Batman, my buddy. I'm Batman. You will never know who's really helping me. You'll never know. The universe prepared me for you monsters already. The universe had already prepared me for y'all. That's why y'all can't figure out how I'm getting through so much of y'all little bullshit. The universe already prepared me for imposter spirits. All you fake content creators out there pretending to act like y'all the truth, act like y'all really represent truth. Yeah, the universe already put me on to y'all. Y'all the only ones that don't know that the universe told me already. You know? Universe already prepared me for y'all bullshit. Universe said, now look, you're going to have some people. You're going to have some people. They're going to come with some bullshit. But I'm going to see you through it. I said, all right. Universe said, don't worry about it, because I'm going to see you through the bullshit. I said, all right. If you say so, I'm going to trust you. So now, Everything that they trying is backfiring, right? The proper paperwork is going to get put in. Proper lawsuits is going to be filed against the right people, right? Everything is happening just like they wanted it to happen. You know? They thought they were going to pull me into some bullshit, have a story to tell, come out with a book, all that good shit. Oh, they wanted to be a part of the exposers. That's what they call their little group, right? The exposers, right? They was trying to expose whether I was really a spiritual guru or not. Oh, ain't that what he said? Oh, what type of basic guru is he, right? That's why Danny Robinson don't want to point out the facts and the merits, because the facts and the merits was always set up for me to have a tarnished reputation for whoever this person was, to tarnish my name and image, right? That's what this whole thing is about. Name, image, tearing down somebody's name, image, making yourself look good, right? Ain't that what the name of the YouTube game is? What's going on with y'all? I'm just cooking something to eat before I go back to gaming. I just figured I'd just stop in with y'all for a second while I make my food. Make me something to eat before I go back to gaming. My one meal today. You know? Really living the life that I say I'm living instead of some fraudulent one that they want somebody to be living, right? And they're mad because I actually live the life that I say I'm living instead of some bullshit. Let's talk why they really mad. Let's tell them why they really mad. They mad because we live the life we actually say we live. You know? That's what they mad about. Oh yeah, they got their little spies. They got their little people that they put in close to you to find out information and run it back to them, right? Find out the lies that they want to run with. They want to tell these lies. Oh, he's homeless. Oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. Oh, he's homeless. Oh, he's this. Oh, he's that. Yeah. Tell the truth, shame the devil. Tell the truth and shame the devil. Y'all lying. Y'all are fucking lying. You ain't even lying about your own life. You lying about somebody else's life. Who gave y'all permission to lie about my life? Huh? The universe never gave y'all permission to lie about my life. But here y'all are, trying to lie about me. Huh? Here y'all are trying to lie about me. How's that working out for y'all? All y'all did was really expose yourself to the verse. Now the universe really see who the liars are. That's all you really did was expose yourself to the verse. Now the universe really see who the liars are. It was God's plan to show y'all the liars. That's why I like this. I like this game that they play. You know? Sit there and try to, oh, let me see if I can make him look this way. Ooh, that was fun. Was it fun? I hope y'all enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed it. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I enjoyed that shit. I enjoyed that little game that y'all try to play. Try to make it seem like somebody's paranoid. Trying to make it seem like this, like it was a rent thing. Knowing damn well it wasn't even a rent situation. I never went there to try to rent nothing from the dude. But y'all wanted to lie and make it seem like it was a rent situation. Knowing fuck well I never went there to go rent anything. That's not even where Seven wanted to go to school at. So I know y'all fucking lying. Anybody who's really been paying attention knows that we wasn't going up there to even live there. To even live there. They know Seven couldn't go to school from there. But y'all want to tell them the lie, because the lie sounds good, don't it? That lie that you making up sounds good. It takes the support away from me. That's all this is about. About y'all wanting the money in this so-called Jaguar rights sector to yourself. That's what this is about. Y'all don't give a fuck about people. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Y'all don't care about people. Y'all care about money. All this shit you talking about, you expose people for this. You expose people for that. This dude that you sitting there protecting, Miss Robinson, Danny Robinson, whatever the fuck your name is, right? Why don't you go and look at the videos, the inappropriate videos that he got with his own kids coming over his house, 12 o'clock at night, doing whippets while he record them, jumping up and down on the sofa. Why are you not talking about that? If y'all really cared about the kids, like you say you do, these the type of creeps that you talk about, Danny Robinson. Why are you not looking at the dinner dates that he's having with his daughters? And the titles that he's putting on those dates on Facebook, right? Why are you not talking about how Shar told him that all of those was inappropriate and he should take them down? So he started deleting some of them. Why Danny Robinson's not pointing that out? Ask yourself that. Huh? Huh? Please tell me. Somebody riddle me that. Danny Robinson doing all of this fucking fake ass I'm helping people shit. Fake ass saving people shit. How her life gotta stay such a secret because she helping so many people. Her helping so many people, her whole life gotta stay a secret. But this the type of people that she's supposed to be pointing out. This is the type of people she's supposed to be helping people get away from. What's going on? Huh? Huh? This is him recording his daughter's friend and his daughter. Right? Daughter's right there. This is his daughter's friend. This is the recording shit that he do. Okay. Yeah, but Danny Robinson is helping me, right? She's not fucking helping me. Don't do that reverse ass shit where she fake like she helping somebody, but really she trying to tear him down. Shut the fuck up with that weird ass fake shit. Nigga, nobody want motherfucking try to play that game with her. Oh, you asked for my help. Nobody asked you to fucking come and lie. Nobody asked you to come and lie about the situation. You should have fucking looked into the situation the right way, not come along and lie. Nobody asked you to come and lie on somebody's situation and say you helping. Who the fuck helps with lies? Help with the truth. That's all I asked you to do was put the truth out there. You claim to be a truth seeker. Why you ain't putting none of the truth out there? Because we wasn't there on no fucking tenant shit. So you basically fabricated the whole fucking story because we was never there. Atlas family, Atlas collective, we never went there on no fucking tenant shit. We went there to try to get his greenhouse off the ground. That's why you see me cutting grass, doing shit outside. You ain't see me fucking living there, fucking dumbasses. Sit there and play in somebody's face and be like, you asked for help. No, the fuck I did not ask you to come lie about some shit. Nobody asked you to come fucking lie. Talking about you ain't on nobody's side. Then why you ain't fucking give the people the truth then? If you ain't on nobody's side. I made the connection with Rock Nation. You didn't make no fucking connection with Rock Nation. You didn't look it up and see that this dude had a distribution with Rock Nation. You asked Freeman if you asked Freeman if his nephew had ties to Rock Nation. Freeman said, yes, my nephew claimed, well, he rep Rock Nation, so I can see why he said Rock Nation might sent him, right? But you don't want to look into that part of the shit. You want to try to overlook everything and try to make it seem like, I don't see where he's getting the Rock Nation stuff from. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. You know exactly where the fuck everything is coming from. That's why you try to hurry up and put the fraudulent story out there so quick. Try to make it seem like it was a tenant situation. Knowing fuck well it wasn't no tenant situation. We went up there for fucking business. Related to the business that we do. Not no fucking tenant. Fucking weirdo. Try to put the wrong fucking story out there to try to tear somebody's image down. Fucking dumbass. Sitting there looking stupid as hell because all you got is gossip. And who cares if you try to dox me or act like you beefing with me or whatever the fuck you do for your currency. I don't give a fuck about how you get your little dollars over there. Sitting there trying to fucking put a fake ass story out there and then claim that you telling the truth to people. Yeah, right. You ain't got not one fucking receipt to show that we was fucking tenants at his residence. But you sitting there talking about something. Sounds like a landlord-tenant situation. Show me the tenant agreement, ma'am. Since you want to say that you got all receipts, show me the tenant agreement then. Since it sounds like a landlord-tenant situation. Show me the agreement. Fucking lying ass. Sat there and made some shit up. Took somebody, and you sitting there trying to make it seem like you about all receipts. You about all receipts. So if you about all receipts, why you ain't make Freeman show you a tenant agreement? Since he told you it was a tenant situation, why you ain't make him show you a tenant agreement? Because it wasn't never a tenant agreement. It wasn't never a tenant situation. So you sat there and fabricated that part of the fucking story. Like, it doesn't make sense. So many situations that you could have told the truth about the shit, and you still kept on putting out false shit. You got to make that shit make sense that you kept on putting out false shit when all the real shit is right there on his Facebook page. Who does that? Who say that they investigating something, but then don't go look at their Facebook page to see all the bullshit that this dude is doing? Huh? Who does that? Somebody who's more involved with the shit than they leading on. Somebody who's really just trying to paint the narrative a certain type of way. That's all. Somebody who's willing to falsify the fucking information just so they can seem right. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Why she ain't report none of the, Why she ain't show none of the videos of the police being out there? Why she ain't show none of those videos, huh? Can anybody riddle me that? Why she ain't show none of the videos where the police said, Mr. Boston, I advise you to do everything to get everybody out safely, so on and so. Why she ain't show none of that stuff? Huh? She's supposed to be this person, but she didn't show none of the stuff that I was actually calling her to fucking help with. Right? I was calling her to help with the unjust from the police, right? The way they came out there, right? I was calling her to look into that stuff, right? She try to look into some shit that ain't even fucking real. Some shit she don't even got facts or merits behind. Didn't show no fucking proof, no evidence or nothing of a fucking landlord-tenant situation. But went out and told a story about a landlord-tenant situation. Make that shit make sense. You ain't get no facts, no merits, no evidence or nothing to say it was a landlord-tenant situation. But you went and sold everybody a story about a landlord-tenant situation. The person that got facts, merits, and all this other stuff didn't even show y'all no landlord-tenant agreement. The person didn't even show y'all a landlord-tenant agreement. Huh? Come on. Make it make sense. And then you're gonna have, and then your only piece of evidence is literally y'all trying to take advantage of a autistic kid. Y'all trying to get recordings of an autistic kid acting like y'all was doing a wellness check. Get the fuck out of here. And let's not even talk about how Danny Robinson is making more phone calls to further try to get CPS or whatever out there. So somebody from the internet is calling, further trying to act like oh, they left a kid behind. Da 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 da. Man, cut it out. You the worst. You one of the fucking worst. You one of the worst. Sat there and said all this shit about somebody doing this and putting this on somebody, and then you did the dumbest shit ever. Sat there and put out fraudulent information. Golden, can you stop spamming that in my chat? Because there's no child involved in none of this. So whatever records that you saying is supposed to be being held, there's no child involved, Golden. So they're allowed to get the police records if that's the case. They're allowed to look at the police recording if that's the case. You can stop trying to bring it up like, oh, this is sealed, that's sealed. There's no children in this situation, Golden. Stop trying to paint that shit to make it seem like it's fucking justified. Get your ass out of here with that weird ass shit and stop spamming that shit in my chat. The fuck is you spamming fraudulent information in the chat for? There was no kids involved in none of the situations that involved the police. So you spamming something in the chat that you don't even have the facts about. You're spamming misinformation in the chat. Trying to make it seem like that's the reason why they can't bring up the police videos is because a child is involved. There's no child involved. Stop putting that in the chat. Trying to justify fuckery and bullshit. No, we just want the truth. That's it. We don't give a fuck about none of that shit y'all playing on.